What should I use? Okay. Hi, Hinsters. Welcome back. My name is Henny. I'm a spiritual astrologer, and welcome back. And if you're new, welcome too. It is Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. Mercury, the ruler of Hump Day or Wednesday, is exalted in Virgo right now. And we do have an upcoming Mercury retrograde. Check out my video on that for more. But I thought I'd come and do this quick little live stream about Leo season and haircuts, just a bit of a fun thing. I'm actually getting my haircut later this evening. But in astrology as well, we can use astrology to pick like the best days or the most ideal days or moments or periods to get a haircut or to, I don't know, buy a cat or go abroad. Like these kinds of things can be also judged from astrology. And it is Leo season. Leo, what is Leo? Well, Leo is the sign of the lion, the mane, the crown, the hair itself, but also like the aura of the hair, the head. Even if you're a bald person, if you're very Leo heavy, there's still something about like the shine, maybe the literal shine, but the shine of your hair, your head, your face, your visage, all that jazz. This is Leo. We're talking about the mane, the spiritual mane, the literal mane. A lot of Leo heavy people, especially Leo risings, have gorgeous hair or they have something going on that's significant about their hair. And that's just, to me, a given. But anyway, yes, best days, times to get a haircut this here Leo season. The sun, the ruler of Leo, the god, he is going through Leo as I speak, as I film. So let's talk a little bit about some key dates and also days, because the sun rules Leo and the sun rules Sundays. So basically any Sunday can be quite a good day to get yourself a haircut or get yourself hair styling or hair transplanting or hair, whatever the case might be. If you can find, this is a caveat, if you can find somewhere or someone that's open or available on a Sunday. But anyway, a Sunday can be a very good, kind of successful, productive haircut, hair treatment, hairstyling kind of day. And also for Leo risings, if you are a Leo rising, if you don't know your rising sign, you need to calculate your birth chart and you need your birth time as well. If you don't know, you can write in the comments or drop me an email and I'll help you find your ascendant or your rising sign free of charge. But yeah, if you're a Leo rising, basically any time during this season, this here Leo season can be a good time for you to get that haircut, whether it's just a regular haircut that you do or whether it is something like you've been saving up a lot for or thinking a lot about. Leo season for you, Leo rising, can be amazing because it's your rising sign, it's your first house season. And the first house is our body, our image, our appearance, our overall aura and spirit. That's all first house stuff. So yeah, think about that if you're a Leo rising. This is the time for you. It could just be a season where you just spend more time loving your hair, loving your style of hair. Now, I want to also say that we have, as I mentioned, the Mercury retrograde coming up quite soon. So officially starting August 4th and going all the way officially until 29th of August. So most of August is Mercury retrograde time. Check out my video on the Mercury retrograde because it's not going to be necessarily bad for you. But I would say to book your special haircuts before or on, even on the date is better actually, before or on August 4th. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about why later. But from now basically until August 4th can be prime time for your hair, for your style, that kind of thing. Again, if you're Leo rising, it could even be like about your face as well, or your skin, or something that you're doing in this general department. It doesn't have to literally be your hair, but something up here can be more favorable at this time for you, Leo rising. Now, if you want to get something to do with your hair that is like a reversal or repair, or you're somehow going back to a former style or a natural or natural kind of style, then the retrograde can actually be a good time for you because retrogrades are about that very thing. They're about reversals a lot of the time. So you might find, or many people might be during the retrograde, especially Leo risings, going back, repairing their hair or reversing something when it comes to their hair. And I think that is the retrograde is a perfect time for that, especially the beginning of the retrograde, which is August 4th or very close to that date if you can get it, because that's the date not only when Mercury is stationing to go retrograde officially, but it is also the date of the new moon. I have a video already on the new moon in Leo. You can check that out. That's coming very soon as well, that new moon. But that any new moon, right, is a great time for new stuff. So if it's like a new style or going back to a new style, then August 4th is a great date. Now, from now until August 4th, also, we have Venus in Leo. So she's still in Leo as I speak, and she is the goddess of things like aesthetics and adornments and beauty, beautification. So of course, we want to talk about Venus when we talk about things like hair, hairstyle, hair coloring, enhancement of the hair, the face, the visage, whatever. So yeah, while she's still in Leo can be a great time before she goes into Virgo, which is her fall. So for some people, that might not be the ideal time once she's in Virgo. So we have this little window until August 4th to really adorn and decorate and just feel good about ourselves, hair-wise or head-wise. And okay, another key kind of longer period during Leo season is August 13th to August 22nd. So that's basically like from the 13th to the very end of Leo season, right? And this, I say this because we have during this time Mars squaring Venus. Now, Mars is associated, he's a god of things like cutting and destroying and separating. And he is also the ruler of squares. So this is his own aspect with Venus, who I mentioned, right, is the goddess of adornment and beauty and all this jazz. And also, by the way, Venus rules hairdressers. Isn't that cool? But she is the ruler of hairdressers. So this can be an interesting time because Mars and also the square is an introduction of like frustration or irritation or a challenge. And so if you're putting off doing something with or to your hair, head, face, August 13th to the 22nd can be when you're kind of just forced to do it, or you get so pushed to do it that you end up doing it. Yeah, that kind of thing. It can just be more about like tidying up or trimming as well, this kind of thing. And also it can be if you have anything on your scalp or your face or your hair that is like kind of Martian, so like rashy or burning and that kind of thing, the square period from the 13th to the 22nd of August can be where you are pushed to or get worked up enough to get yourself to treatment or consultation and that kind of thing, or you just Google and start like investigating more what you can do to improve your hair, head, scalp, face situation. Mars also more generally rules things like rashes and inflammation and rosacea and this type of stuff. So if anything like that is flaring up, it could be, if these themes are coming up for you, it could be great during that August 13th to August 22nd period to get a consultation or to take some action. Mars, of course, being the ruler also of action and acceleration. And another key date, so basically, by the way, August 4th, that new moon date, and also the date of Mercury officially stationing to go retrograde, that is the most magical date, I think, this year, Leo season, for haircuts. Again, that is if you can find an open salon, because that day is actually a Sunday. So keep that in mind. But also because we have not only it being a Sunday, which is the day of the sun, the day of Leo season, primarily. Not only that, but we have the new moon on August 4th. So new moons are great for new styles, especially new cuts, new styles, new colorings. It's not so much about the cut itself, a new moon. That's more like full moony when you just want to get rid of like your hair. New moon type vibes is more like a new style, a new cut, that kind of thing. A new skincare regime or ritual, because Venus, she is the ruler of regimes, rituals, that kind of thing. And of course, beauty, as we've touched on many times. But also on that date, August 4th, Venus herself, she is going to be at the 29th or the anaretic degree in Leo. So this is the most intense point for Venus before she enters her fall in Virgo. By the way, the fall in Virgo is not necessarily bad for you. Check out my Venus in Virgo video, which I did, was it yesterday? Anyway, my last video was on Venus in Virgo. So check that out. It's not necessarily bad for you. But anyway, Venus will be at the anaretic degree on August 4th. So there is a lot of energy going on around that date, on that date, which is, to me, very prime, very magical, very key deity for haircuts, hair treatments, head treatments, face treatment, and all that jazz. That's all I came to say. I shall see you in the next one. Tomorrow I will be back with something or other astrology. And I also have just started my TikTok, so I will write it in the comments for you, and you can, if you are on TikTok or if you want to support me, you can do so. It's gonna be blah 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 hini hi, yes. So I've just typed it in the chat for you. You can follow me if you so wish on TikTok, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your hump day. Bye bye.